Growing outrage and crowds in North Carolina's capital.
It's very difficult to hear because of the disruptive noise outside the chamber.
Demonstrators are angry over a series of bills rolled out during a hastily called special legislative session this week, where lawmakers in the Republican-controlled legislature want to limit incoming Democratic Governor Roy Cooper's powers.
What is happening now is unprecedented. What's happening now is going to affect the issues that make a difference to everyday working families.
Among the restrictions, requiring the Republican-controlled Senate to approve all of Governor-elect Cooper's cabinet appointees. Also, significantly decreasing the number of appointments allowed by the new administration from 1,500 to 300. Additionally, Cooper would be blocked from appointing some members of the State Board of Education and all members of the Board of Trustees for the University of North Carolina system. Cooper beat out conservative Republican incumbent Pat McCrory by only about 10,000 votes. McCrory claimed fraud and challenged the outcome before conceding about 4 weeks later.
This is majority rule. We have elections.
Despite large Republican majorities, leaders say they are going to continue to be relevant in the state, but Democrats call it a power grab. Makes for what will be an even more turbulent transition for McCrory's Democratic successor.
How about you? McCrory's successor, Roy Cooper, issued a statement late today, reading in part, quote, "The courts will have to clean up the mess that the legislature made." This obviously suggests that he plans to take this issue to court. But meanwhile, Wolf, this is highly divisive here in North Carolina. You have some Republican lawmakers who insist that this is simply a
They don't know us Cooper people. We don't play around. Oh yeah, we powerful people. I'm not saying all the Cooper people are, but majority of the Cooper, oh, we have some brains and we don't care. We will stand up and speak when it's time to speak. What is going on in America all over? People are sick and tired for real, and it's very annoying. Jeez. Holy smokes.
Life hero who traveled so far, but always found his way back home.
Godspeed, John Glenn.
Vice President Joe Biden and others will speak at a memorial tomorrow at Ohio State University. No date's been released, but we do know that Glenn will be buried in a private service at Arlington Memorial Cemetery. Jay Gray, NBC News, Columbus, Ohio.
A Toronto law firm is launching a $50 million class action lawsuit against Yahoo after what's believed to be the largest data breach in history. Earlier this week, the company announced that information from more than 1 billion accounts was stolen in 2013. 500 million accounts were also compromised in 2014. The lawsuit was launched by Charney Lawyers PC. It is on behalf of all Canadians whose Yahoo account information was stolen or whose email accounts were accessed during the cyber attacks. A Canadian film is one step closer to getting an Oscar. It's Only the End of the World is written and directed by Montreal's Xavier Dolan. It's about a terminally ill writer who returns home to tell his family he's dying. Now, it's one of 9 films the Academy Award might nominate for Best Foreign Film. When the voting got underway, 85 films were being considered. The 89th Academy Awards will be held in Hollywood, February 26. The wait is over for Star Wars fans. The latest installment in the sci-fi franchise now in theaters. CTV's Scott Lightfoot was at a theater in Toronto to gauge the excitement of fans.
This is my 3rd year. In May of 2017, I intend to do it. I work out a lot. I exercise. I run 10Ks. I don't have any significant injuries. I'm in good health, and so this is just a milestone for me.
Yeah, well, Catherine, so why exactly are you so worried about your dad?
I'm worried that the extreme obstacle courses, that in doing those, he could hurt himself. And an injury might be devastating for him if he can't work out, because I know that's a huge part of his life.
He's had a car wreck, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It was at night. He was driving my husband's car, and he had an incident, not with another vehicle. No one was hurt, but there was substantial damage to the vehicle.
And you say sometimes he goes too slow.
I think sometimes he goes, not too slow for me, just too slow for the traffic.
While Rogue One isn't part of the original Star Wars series, the spin-off does tie in and apparently sheds light on some plot points people have been waiting decades to learn.
I've been waiting since I was...
Good thinking, Emma.
I do what I can.
Hey, Phil, you're back early.
Yeah. Vacation troubles.
I hear you.
Got a lot of complaints.
Well, Phil, people are funny animals in this old zoo we call life.
Complaints about you.
I hear you. Pull up a stool and tell me all about it.
You're fired.
I hear you. Pardon?
See, when your eyes adjust to the new light bulbs, it seems just as bright as before.
Yeah. Hey, look, everyone, it's Al Gore.
It doesn't even look like Al Gore.
Not Al Gore, former U.S. Vice President. Al Gore, G-O-A-R, from Gore Fertilizer up the road.
Of course.
Al heads up the Regional Environmental Committee. He has good news.
Congratulations, Brent. On behalf of the Regional Committee, we want to present you this plaque.
Well, thank you.
We worked on this together.
Yeah, but Corner Gas did a lot more to cut its power usage.
Enviro hero. I should have a cape.
You should really replace these bulbs with compact fluorescents. And you might want to turn your AC down, too.
Well, this is nice.
Okay, so you got the plaque, but I guess the real winner here is the environment.
Note, the real winner is Brent Leroy. See, it says right there.
Serrano wears Etra this holiday season.
The roses are blooming in herbal essences. Hair is delightfully fragranced with notes of Moroccan rose and the freshness of springtime. Unforgettable wherever you go. The scents you can't forget from herbal essences blooming.
Saturday, some areas like Montreal, as well as the Laurentians, eastern townships, could transition over to some freezing rain or ice pellets. It looks like the bulk of the snow for southern Ontario will fall overnight, heavier amounts for central and northern parts of Ontario, some transitioning over to rain on Saturday afternoon. It is quieter in through western Canada, but a few flurries are possible once again for the...
Suppress the vote, to keep people from voting. So the same folks that cheated you at the ballot box are now cheating in the legislature to prevent your choice for governor from having the power that the Constitution of the state of North Carolina grants to him. This is unconscionable. Make no mistake about it. This is an out-and-out power grab.
So what you're saying are the Republican majority in the state legislature, they want to prevent African Americans from voting? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is the citizens of North Carolina have determined who their next governor is. The Republicans in the state legislature have determined they're going to curtail and constrain the power he has to serve the people who have in fact elected him. That has occurred in the wake of voter suppression. And so the point being here is, having suppressed votes on that side of the election, they're now constraining the power of the governor on this side of the election. This is unconscionable.
What if anything, can be done about it?
Well, certainly we want to explore all of our options with respect to the courts in terms of litigation. Our North Carolina State Conference of the NAACP has gone to court time and time again, as has our NAACP conferences around the country, to ensure that our democracy is vibrant and serves the people. This is a very serious matter. Think about it this way. We have Russian hacking constitutes a foreign threat to our democracy. Voter suppression and the suppression of a governor's authority constitutes a domestic threat to our democracy. Make no mistake about it. This is not a matter of one state legislature, one election, or partisanship. It is literally the corrupting of our democracy.
While I have you here, Cornell, I want to get your reaction to the exchange that the First Lady had with Oprah Winfrey. I'll play the clip.
Sure. Your husband's administration, everything, the election was all about hope. Do you think that this administration achieved that?
Yes, I do, because we feel the difference now.
Yeah.
See, now we're feeling what not having hope feels like. You know, hope is necessary. It's a necessary concept.
You agree with her when she says now we're feeling what not having hope feels like?
Well, I'll simply say this. The NAACP doesn't do chronic depression. But we recognize the reality that a great many Americans all across this country
There we go.
Are despairing. And they're despairing.
I'm on it again. I missed a lot of things because I was busy. Now they're realizing that it's a little bit too late. Like I said to President Obama, you guys know, or you guys knew that a lot of people over there lost hope. A lot of people over there were struggling. A lot of people over there were homeless. A lot of people over there don't have a place to stay. You guys knew that. Y'all had all those money and y'all just let $9 trillion or $90 trillion go to the breeze. She's honest. I like that. She said, now we know what it feels like to lose hope. Now, she said, we know what it feels like to lose hope. So that's how come some of us been preaching. Because if some people don't know what some of us going through, and they just think because we like to talk, that's why we talking. Oh, news for them. If they were in those people's shoes or in some of us shoes, they will not be saying some of us just sitting down and just running our mouth or just sitting there or just talking. It's coming from the president's wife herself. And she said that now we feel that we know how it is, Sophie, to lose hope. Okay? And we ain't paying no pitiful party to them. We will not feel sorry for them. We will just consider what she said. But ain't no excuse, and we will not fit into that, and we not going to buy that. But we just going to say, okay, whatever. That's all. Next.
Effective way.
People sick and tired of excuses.
That didn't happen. Was to talk to him directly and tell him to cut it out. And there were going to be some serious consequences if he didn't. And in fact,